Hello everyone, I'm back with another video and today I'm doing a pack with me ready for my trip for Costa Rica. So I'm doing this mainly so that I've got a future list for if I ever do a trip like this again. I can evaluate how successful my packing was and the items I selected, but also might just give someone else some inspiration for if they're unsure of what to take. I'm actually unsure of what to take myself, so I don't know how well this is going to turn out in the items that I've selected, but we will see. Please excuse my dog, she has come to help. So I'm going to start with shoes. So I'm taking 4 pairs of shoes. So the trip is for about a week. So yeah, 4 pairs of shoes for 1 week does seem excessive, but because of all the different things we're going to be doing, I feel like they're going to be necessary. So my first pair of shoes are these. These are actually my normal dog walking shoes. So because we're going to be doing a lot of walking and through forests, possibly through rivers. I mean, these aren't the best for waterproofness, but I don't think we'll be hiking through too much water, but it's more if it rains. I'm hoping they'll stay dry. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, these are my main boots. They are quite chunky, so I will be wearing these on the plane. Just because they are my chunkiest shoe, my heaviest shoe. So I am hoping that on the plane I will be able to take these off. And I have bought for me and my partner a pair of like spa slippers each, just so that we're not walking around sort of shoeless on the plane. So yeah, I'm hoping these will be okay for sort of walking around the plane if we need to get up at all, because yeah, I'm going to be wearing my bulkiest shoe. The next pair of shoes I'm going to take are these trainers. These are from New Look. I got them for my birthday. These need a bit of a clean as well. And they're actually really comfy. They're one of the comfiest trainers I've ever owned. I'm a bit worried that they're white, they're going to get dirty, but I'm only going to wear these in the evening around town, and possibly if we do a trip where I know there's not going to be sort of any mud, it's going to be sort of concrete that we're going to be walking around. So yeah, these are mainly going to be for the evening. And then taking these pair of flip-flops. They're sort of Birkenstock styles, but they're from Primark. I've had these for years and they're still in pretty good condition. So this will be for we've got a pool in the villa that we're staying in, so for sort of walking around the pool, and also any other swimming activity we do, I'll probably wear these. And also if I don't want to wear my trainers at night, I can wear these instead if I want, I say, a bit of a fancier shoe, as in a shoe that's not a trainer. And then finally I have my gimp shoes. So these are like water shoes. We're planning on going to the La Fortuna waterfall and having a swim, so I'll probably wear these in there as well. And just sort of any other outdoor swimming activity, if we've got to clamber over rocks, just find these easier so that I'm not tiptoeing on rocks or pebbles. So yeah, those are all the shoes. We are flying hand luggage only, just because I didn't want to pay for a suitcase. I didn't think I'd need that much for Costa Rica, although given from what we have here. So yeah, got to try and fit all of this into a little suitcase. So before I do that, I'm just going to run through what I'm taking. So starting with bottoms, I'm taking 1 pair of sort of long leggings. These are from Primark. They're about £5 and they're really comfy. So I am going to wear these on the plane. But also we are doing a night walk through the jungle, and been advised to wear long trousers, so that will be what I'll be using these for. However, for the rest of the time, because it is going to be quite humid, I am just going to be relying on shorts. I'm debating whether to take these. These are my gym leggings, sort of they're 3/4 length. Oh, sorry, I've just dropped the camera. They are 3/4 length, so yeah, don't know if that'll be a bit too much, so I'll see how much room I've got in my case. Then these are my normal gym shorts. I like that they're green. These are from Cotton On. I got them when I was in Australia. So yeah, going to be relying on these most of the time. The only thing I don't like is that they don't have pockets, but it's not the end of the world. Then I've got these black cotton shorts, so I could wear these in the evening as well. I like that they've got zip up pockets, and they're just really lightweight and comfortable. So yeah, they'll be coming with me. And then I've got one pair of denim shorts, again for during the day, but I can also wear them in the evening. They're nice and loose, so they'll be really comfy. And then on to tops. So this is the thing I found I've struggled with most. Just matching tops to t-shirts. It sounds like a first world problem, but hey ho. So the first thing I'm going to take is this top. This will probably be for evenings, but could wear it during the day as well. So it's just sort of a lightweight sort of crop top with sort of longer sleeves. Yeah, so that'll be nice. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 t-shirts, which I do feel, I mean, we're only there for a week, so I do feel like that is a bit excessive because there is a washing machine in the villa, but I just like the mix of colours. I've got some can be for the evening, some can be for during the day, and I like that there's sort of tighter tops, but then also like more oversized tops. So yeah, there's lots of different ones there. And then for, I say jackets, I don't really need too many jackets, but I'm taking this one, which looks like it will need a little bit of an iron. So this is sort of like a, it's not really a cardigan, it's a short sleeved cover up. Probably wear this in the evening, just if I want something to cover my sleeves, not cover my sleeves, cover my arms. And the same with this one. So yeah, this is just sort of like a throw over that will go over anything. So yeah, I'll probably use those two for the evenings. And then it's not going to get cold. It's going to be about 28 degrees Celsius, but I am taking a couple of check shirts purely for if it rains. I mean, I know they're not waterproof, but I thought I can just chuck them over or chuck them on if it does suddenly pour with rain. Or I can use them to sort of sit on if I tie them around my waist. I don't know, I just thought I'd feel comfortable having just sort of a couple of long sleeve options. And then for the evening, I've got sort of 3 evening outfits, which I do feel again is a bit excessive. So I've got this play suit, which is sort of really nice. This is probably the one that most likely to leave here. I don't know. So yeah, that's one evening option. Then I've got this play suit. I don't know, maybe I'll leave this one here. This one seems a bit too fancy, but then I could dress it down with my trainers or flip-flops. But yeah, it's just a play suit, so that's sort of a nice outfit in one kind of thing. And then I've got this dress, which is sort of a longer dress with a cutout bit in the middle. Yeah, and it sort of goes down to the floor and it's got a slit. So yeah, that's a bit of a nicer dress. So I'm probably definitely going to take that one, and then I'll decide between the other two. And then finally some swimwear. So I'm only taking 2 bits of swimwear because while we've got a pool at the villa, there's not going to be that many opportunities to swim, maybe a couple of days. So I'm taking this bikini. This looks tiny and I do feel really self-conscious wearing it out. So yeah, I'll probably stick to wearing this one in the villa, but I like that it's well, I mean, it's a leopard pattern, but it looks sort of jungly. So I thought, you know, if I'm going in the jungle, that'll be a nice pattern to wear. And sort of these are the bottoms, which are really skimpy, but we'll see how brave I am. And these are from Toko Swim, which is a UK bikini brand. I really like their bikinis. They're really good quality. And then this is another Toko Swim top. I like this one because it's sort of like, actually they're both the same style top. They're sort of sporty, so I feel quite secure when I'm wearing it. And then I have got a pair of, I think these are from ASOS, but they are getting a bit worn out now. Just a plain pair of bikini bottoms. So if we do like the La Fortuna waterfall, or if there's going to be other people around, I'll probably wear these because they just offer a bit more coverage. So yes. Oh, and then this jumper is to wear on the plane. I don't think I'll need a jumper while we're there, but it'll be nice, well, definitely to have one on the plane. And then just in case for whatever reason I need a jumper. So those are all my clothes. Oh gosh, there seems so many. And then I'm going to put those to one side for a moment and then show all the other bits that I've got, and then we will try packing. Okay, so these are all the sort of miscellaneous bits that I'm taking. First off, I'm going to start with my liquids bag. So obviously, because we're flying hand luggage only, we are restricted with liquids. So these are the ones I'm taking. I have given a couple to my partner, just so that we can share the load. But I've decanted some face cleanser. It's just like micellar water into a bottle. I'm hoping that'll be all I need for a week. Then sun cream. This is factor 30. I know that I could buy this at the airport, but I just find it so expensive, and I've already got a bottle that's sort of half used up, so I've just decanted one lot into this bottle and then half into another bottle that my boyfriend's got. And yeah, hopefully that will last us for the week. Deodorant. And then I've got this one, which I'm going to use for my face. So this is factor 50, just to give a bit more protection. And then finally, some bug spray. So this is the thing I wanted to take most of all. So obviously it's only 50 millilitres. So I've actually got 3 of these that sort of, yeah, my partner's got 2 and I've got 1, just to try and keep the mozzies away. I'm not taking any perfume, mainly because if I'm spraying myself in this all the time, it doesn't seem any point to take perfume. So that's my liquids bag. And then this is sort of my normal wash bag. I love this. I love that it says douche bag. So in here I've got all my contact lenses. Yeah, just because I prefer wearing contact lenses away to glasses. And then for shampoo, conditioner and body gel, I use this bar here. Oh, it's a bit scuzzy. So yeah, it's one that you sort of run under the water and then lather up on your hair. And I really like it. I find that it, if anything, it actually cleans my hair better than normal shampoo. But also it can double up as body wash as well. So obviously that's not a liquid, so that means that I've got more room for more essential liquids. So that's my shampoo. I do take an electric toothbrush, but I've got a manual one just in case. Mustn't forget my electric toothbrush charger. And then just some hair bands. Or I've got some face scrub here just to sort of clean my face. And then lots of face pads. So yeah, that's everything that's in there. So I've really tried to sort of minimise liquids and only take what I need. Then these 2 things are first aid kit. So this has got like plasters, antiseptic wipes, blister plasters, normal plasters, all that kind of thing. And then this is like my medicine bag. So in here we've got tissues, paracetamol, ibuprofen, and then the one thing that I now always carry with me is Imodium. So I'm hoping neither of us will get ill, but I feel like it's better to have that and not need it than to not have it and need it. I have actually had to use this before, and it was on a day where I was traveling on a plane, and I was like, oh, that's the last thing I need. So it did work really quickly, and you know, without TMI, I was able to get through the plane journey okay. So yeah, I'd say this is like my number one travel essential. Well, Nurofen and paracetamol are good for you know, pain. I think if you've got a dodgy tummy, there's nothing worse than traveling on that. So yep, TMI there, sorry everyone, but that's my sort of medicine bag. Just taking some towels for like lounging around the pool. So this is a microfiber towel, dries really quickly, and it's really lightweight. It folds up really small. And then this is just like a normal sort of old beach towel. And then I feel a bit sort of, I feel like this is a non-essential, but it will be fun to have. So this is like a pool floaty. It's you blow up the two ends, and then it's like a hammock, so you just sort of sit in the pool and float on it. I find this much better in terms of packing and for usage than like a rubber ring or a proper lilo. So yeah, I feel like this isn't an essential, and if I can't fit it in the suitcase, then it will have to stay. But yeah, I just thought that would be something fun for if we're floating in the pool in the villa. And then finally, just sun hat, sunglasses, and then plugs. So Costa Rica, I believe, is the American plug system. So this one's quite good. It's an all-in-one. So you've got sort of USA and Australia, UK, and then Europe. And you just pick whichever one you need. And then I've got some spare ones there. I like this one because it's got the USB or the USB chargers. Yeah, so, and then they're just for normal plugs. I'm not taking any straighteners or hairdryer, mainly because I think my hair will dry quite quickly, and with the humidity I feel like there's no point styling my hair for it to just go frizzy again. And then a couple of last little bits. So here, taking some games because I'm an old woman. So I take a puzzle book on the plane just for if we're delayed, but also it passes the time. This one's quite used up now, so there's only a few left to do, but I'm sure they'll be fine. And then just taking a game again for if we get delayed for whatever reason, or just if we want a chilled evening in the villa, we can have a little game there. And then finally, and I'm hoping I don't get stopped for this, I am British, so I do love my cups of tea. So I've packed a load of tea bags, which will see us through the week. I hope I've packed enough. So yeah, that's all of that. So that's all my bits. So now I think I'm going to do a time lapse and try and pack this all into my case. Just realised I've forgotten to pack my shoes in here. They should fit. Yeah, with British Airways there isn't there's a weight limit of 23 kilograms, which I think, I mean, it's definitely less than that, but yeah, it's a really generous hand luggage allowance. And then you're also allowed another smaller bag, so I'm going to take a rucksack. So yeah, they're pretty good with their hand luggage allowance. So yeah, that's pretty much everything packed. The only thing that's not is the stuff that's going into my hand luggage. So yeah, I think we are all set. I don't actually fly for a couple of days yet, so obviously things like toothbrush, hairbrush, that will be for a later day. But yeah, that's the majority of everything packed, so I think I will leave the video here. I don't know how useful or entertaining it was, but yeah, that's what I'm packing for Costa Rica, and then maybe when I come back I'll do sort of an unpacking and see if the things I packed were actually useful. I've just realised one thing I have forgotten to put in is a waterproof jacket. I've got that downstairs because I'm still using that for dog walks. I'm hoping it will go in here, but yeah, I might have to wear that on the plane. So we'll see how that goes. So yes, thank you very much if you got through to the end. As I said, I'm not sure how entertaining or informative this was, but I'd like to think that I'm organised, and then when it comes to packing I realise that I'm really not. But yeah, that's what I'm taking. We'll see how we get on, and I will see you on the other side of Costa Rica. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!